welcome back to Romance Review TV with Lady T, and I got an update video for you guys, and you probably see that thumbnail so you know what we're about to talk about, because there's been a lot of buzzing around this situation. So before we kind of unpack all of this, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification. It really helps to do that, especially for the videos and the channel. Also, if you want to drop a comment, feel free to drop a comment as well. I like to hear what you guys have to say on the topic and engage with you guys, because I do jump in the comment section and have conversations. So let's talk about what's going on. So as you guys probably remember, on Michelle Young's season of The Bachelorette, she ended up with Nayte. It ended in a proposal. And these two lovebirds at the time look very happy, very excited about what to embark on next. And I mean, there were a lot of fans that was not happy of her choice. They figured that she should have chosen Joe or maybe one of the other guys. But at the time, that's where her heart lied, and she chose Nayte. And honestly, I was rooting for them. One thing about me, I root for love. And then, you know, you just got to follow and see the progress of everything. And remember that moment when we saw them on the live version of The Bachelorette, where they actually had the interview. She showed her ring. And I mean, pretty much, he's been a Michelle Young fan since this whole thing ensued. And even up to this point, as you guys probably are aware, I mean, I think they were even gifted with a house. I mean, this whole thing, they really wanted to make sure they got off to a great start. And we do know that they did live in several places. You know, they all had pretty much a big family and everything. And a lot of people, you know, of course, was excited because this was the first time that the show ever gave money toward them having a home. And even after what we saw after the show was over, they were pretty much happy. Then about a week ago on June 17th, this came out, and I did a video about these two and update on two other couples as well. That of course we found out that as much as, you know, the relationship was going the way it was going, you know, they both came out to the fans to, you know, pretty much state that it is over between them. And, you know, the messages between the two of them to the fans seemed very cordial, seemed very calm. You know, but it did start somewhat of a conversation throughout social media. And normally what happens is that it tends to fall upon the man. Usually when a breakup happens, people automatically think is, what did he do? And he obviously started to get a lot of hate. He started to get a lot of messages, the DMs, and you know, it's just so unfortunate. So Nayte decided to address quickly through these slides, and you can quickly pause it if you like, the hate that he received. So he did say he was grateful to his friends and family who actually knew him, knew the story, and have been there for him when he needed it. And he did not like the picture that was being painted of him, which was so far from the truth. He wanted to lead with positivity. Now, he did break this down saying, no, I did not cheat. Not every breakup needs to have someone to blame. Yes, many of you seem to paint me as a red flag, a F-boy. Maybe it's the piercing and tattoos. Who knows? But I'm actually a decent guy, and I only want to continue to get better, as we should all want for ourselves. Yes, the negativity and the blatant hate has been hurtful during this difficult time. Yes, I went on the show with no expectations, just an open mind and an open heart. Shout out to Michelle for opening a little bit more. But I figured if I find my person, thank God I went. Yes, I truly believe Michelle was my person. Sure, I guess I was inexperienced in love. Doesn't mean I'm a red flag. Not sure else what to say to this. Yes, the plan was to move to Minnesota earlier this year. Plans changed as we decided there was no need to rush anything and get to know each other on a deeper level before taking that leap. And then he says, yes, I like to hang out with my guys. She liked to hang out with her girls. Nothing wrong with that. I'm friends with many of the guys from her season. It's not weird to me or her. We're adults. We're not children. We can all be friends, mature in this about the situation, environment we're all in. Yes, the pressures were insane for the both of us. We tried. It didn't work. We're sad about it. We all grieve in different ways. Then of course, he broke down who his name is. And, of course, he wanted to make sure that everything was being respected. So, I mean, here's the thing. One thing about reality TV, you have couples that last long. Especially on Married at First Sight, we've seen several couples who have stayed married, have children. We've seen people from other shows who got together and they're still together years after the show has ended. Things happen, and it's not always the man's fault. I mean, and it's sometimes not anybody's fault. Sometimes things just don't work out. And that's what you got to understand. Now, unless there's some expose and they both come out and which I don't think, both of them seems very mature about this, and they're not going to get messy in social media like some people do, where they're slinging mud at each other from their own separate lives on IG or YouTube or something like that. Pretty much they're like, look, we're not together. It didn't work out. A lot of things didn't align. And that's what it is. They still have pictures of each other on each other's Instagram because obviously both of these people made an impact on each other's lives. So, I've seen situations where people get completely deleted off the page and whatever. They get to choose how to process the breakup. I know that the world can be pretty toxic. A lot of stuff what we see on TV is focused on somebody cheating, somebody doing this, that, and the third. But this wasn't the situation according to him. Now, unless Michelle comes out and says something differently, and she still has pictures of, like I said, of him on her page because he's part of her history and her journey in what she has done, especially with the show. Okay, so I mean, I never understood the hate that comes to these people. I mean, watching the different shows, whether it's Married at First Sight, the hate that we have for some cast, that people have for some cast members on season 14, the hate that came from Married at First Sight Australia. I mean, the winners of Love Island Australia, when that breakup happened with those two, people came for him. Breakups that happened, it came for the other guy that was in that situation. And it's like, it's not always about cheating, guys. People break up because it just don't work. Maybe they couldn't align everything in a manner that it should have went, and it just didn't go the way that they expected, and people do decide to walk away. So I think the thing is, and over here, we're not a gossipy channel. We're not a rumor mill channel. I mean, I keep you guys up to date with things that I find. I don't like the bullying, from guys who are on my Instagram page. I don't tolerate that type of thing. On my IG account, I want it to be a safe environment for the cast members that follow me, and also for my fans that's on that following as well. We try to keep it peaceful, fun, happy-go-lucky over there. So, I just wanted to share this with you. It's got to be rough because social media is unforgiving when it comes to things. And a lot of time people make up narratives and things about what they think happened and not knowing exactly what happened as being reality or the truth. So I hope everything goes well with these two, and, they move forward with their lives. They still remain friends and find the person who they are meant to be with in life. Okay, you guys, so I wanted to keep you guys updated. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about the conversations that happen and this hate that these people get from time to time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.